How did I know? How did I know, Hades Rain, that I was going to get objected to whilst I was on my loading screen? Hi, how you doing? Welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Part 14. Yeah, this is the 14th stream of this game. It's a lot. The last case has been longer than like the rest of the game combined. It's mad. How are we doing? I am very tired again. I'm starting to realise that I'm grappling with an actual tangible exhaustion. So I need to be pacing myself. Like, if that's one of the reasons that I've kind of broken this case up into so many chunks, because it's so big. It's like, actually, if I tried to do those mammoth streams that I was doing before, it's like, I'd die. Yeah, let's see how far we can get tonight, though. I think we've got like maybe 2 streams of this game left, and then after that, we'll be going on to Sausage of Justice. Yes. We're going on to Sausage of Justice after this, and then we'll do Investigations 2 after the Sausage of Justice, right? Okay, I think it's called Sausage of Justice because it's got something to do with the budding romance between Apollo and Clethea. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's my understanding. Alright, the crossbow arrows. This is where we were up to. Hey Nico, how you doing? Welcome. Welcome. How are we going? Hello, let me give you a shout out. Shout out. Nico from space. Hello, viewers of Nico. I am Shinsu. I'm a blue Glaucus boomer, and I'm old enough to know better. We're playing Ace Attorney Investigations tonight. We're playing the Edgeworth game. We are edging like mad. We're just edging as hard as we possibly can. And we're going to top Phoenix at the end of it. I'm not sussy! What are you talking about? I'm not sussy! What do you mean? How dare you? Hades Rain, how dare you? Oh, I'm incensed. How? No. No, I'm not sussy at all. I'm the most say-so sea slug this side of sea slug. Ah, the Riz Lord. I don't know. I kind of feel like I don't have any Riz whatsoever. Mostly because I'm oblivious. Like, people, you know, if I accidentally Riz someone, it's like, oh, I didn't really mean to do that. I'm sorry. Anyhow, let's jump on in. That's the Riz debuff. Uh-oh. I mean, I've got frizz in my beard. And let me just can you hear that? Can you hear that? That's my beard frizzing against the microphone. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beard ASMR. That's the content that you guys came for. That's the content you guys came for. It's freshly shampooed yesterday. It's due for... You couldn't hear Frick? Ah, no. How about now? Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Did that work better? Yeah, despite the fact my model's a twink, I've got a massive Viking beard. Do you remember Tormund Giantsbane from Game of Thrones? The guy with the huge ginger beard who was always really interested in the big woman. Yeah, I look like him, IRL. It's very funny. Alright. So, what is this interesting thing you wanted to show me? The trump card and the videotape. These 2 pieces of evidence together make for the ultimate hand. And this is where the real meaning behind Detective Bad's words will be realized. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. What you see here is security footage shot just before the KG8 murder occurred. From this footage, we know that the card is a directives card from the smuggling ring. This is the section that proves the card was used to relay an order. It has to be that, surely. Oh, we've not got very much health.
Take that!
As you can see, Mr. Cochin is holding the card in his right hand. I see! The killer is indeed holding a card with the exact same design on it. But that card and the one you have, just because they look the same doesn't mean that they are, does it now? Ah, but there is a very easy way for me to prove that they are in fact one and the same. All we have to do is simply take a look at this. According to Detective Bad, Ambassador Olma's directive cards bear the mark of a three-legged raven. Or in other words, a Yatagarasu. I suppose this mark was the inspiration for their group's name, the Yatagarasu. I'm going to get sick of that fucking word by the time this game's done, I swear. Okay. A section of the text has been obscured by blood, but it's clear the writing is Codopian. According to Detective Bad, Silence CCU is what is written here, along with the method to be used and where she lived. The evil intent displayed in this writing will not go unpunished. Huh. This dark red blood. Yes, this is your proof. Proof that the orders on this card were played out in that terrible tragedy. The blood belonged to the victim of the KG-8 incident. With a bit of DNA testing, we can very easily verify that as a fact. If you have no objections, then I'd like for you to take a look at this next piece of footage. This car that passed by in front of the victim's apartment building. It's an official Canadian government car. What? Detective Gumshoe, if you could please magnify the footage. This area of the footage directly links the smuggling room with Cadopia. It has to be that, surely. It has to be that, right? It's gotta be.
Take that!
What? No! This section will make it all clear to us. You must be very tired, Mr. Edgeworth. If you continue presenting completely irrelevant evidence like this, I'm afraid your investigation may fall apart. Perhaps it is time for you to retire. Hang on, how is it not that? Because that's like the national symbol, is it not? Okay. Curious. I'm going to save scum this. Not quite sure why that didn't work, but alright. So we got to try that? The card then? The card?
Take that!
Oh, it's the card. The shape of this pocket and the directives card in it. It tells us that without a doubt, this person in this car is Mr. Cochin. The license plate on the car was also captured by the security camera. And with it, we can easily find out who was sitting in this car on that day 10 years ago. Which is why I can say with confidence that you were riding in this car on that day. Uh-oh. Huh. What the fuck? Oh boy! What the fuck? What? Ah! You've done well, boy, to make it this far. His name's Carnage on Red. Oh my god. However, about your claim that I was riding in the car at the time, that's going to be mighty difficult to prove. How so? The Principality of Codopia no longer exists. So naturally, all records from that time period are also no longer exist. That arrogance. What he really means is he's already erased all traces of them. Are we finished here, boy? Why is he playing with his nipple? What? That's really disturbing! He's playing with his tit and looking into the camera as if to say, "Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, you want some of this, don't you? I'll be your sugar daddy." No, this is terrifying. This is actually terrifying. I'm running away. I'm running away right now. Woo! Prepare for the single most resilient culprit in the series. Wait, what? Like, even more resilient than Damon Gant. More resilient than Damon fucking Gant. Are you kidding me? Shit. Alright. Just get my joints in place. Okay. The only weapon I have left to me now is this piece of footage. There must be something here that I can use against him. Is it the medal? Is this Hades? Is this the medal? Did I click on the medal too early? Because, like, we can see he's playing with it. It looks the same, does it not? I can try? Alright.
Take that!
It is! What the? Ambassador Alba. Yes, what is it? You were once an army man in the service of Codopia, and it was you who made the many missions you participated in successes, correct? Why the sudden backhanded praises, boy? Although, to be sure, the brilliant medals on my breast were awarded to me during the era of Codopia, but now I am the only one who owns this particular medal. In that case, the only person it could be who is sitting in this car is you. How do you figure that? By the medal captured here in this footage. It is clearly the same exact medal as the one on your chest. What? His face fractured. What the hell? This is how it will be, but I won't look back. For this is the path I've chosen. He has a strong association with trees. Right, okay. You've moved me with your devotion to this case, Mr. Edgeworth. Why is he taking such an arrogant stance with me? It's almost looking possible, isn't it? For the lot of you to have come this far, it looks like I just might lose our little game this time. You might lose the game this time? Oh my... No! Ace Attorney! Why? Oh no! Chat, Ace Attorney made me lose the game. And now so have you. I'm so sorry. So, how will I get slapped with a copyright strike if I put Mad World over the top of that? You don't get another round, Mr. Ambassador. Is that a fact? Very well, I've decided to confess and admit my guilt. You're going to confess? And I will accept whatever punishment that may come as a result. What the? Regarding the Dimas II murder, I admitted I did it out of self-defense. You're claiming it was justified self-defense? Dimas II attacked me and I felt that my life was in danger. If I hadn't done what I did, I might be the one you found dead instead of him. Quercus alps, the scientific name for the common oak. Tough old man. Wonderful. Well, you know what? It's just as well that I like oak furniture, because I'm going to turn this guy into a fucking cupboard. What a pathetic performance. I'm not giving you one. Wow, you two really know how to laugh at inappropriate times. If you wish to claim it was justified self-defense, then we will need some evidence. It's always the evidence with you, isn't it? But if that's what you require, I'll provide it. That man left a mark on me when he attacked. What? I don't particularly want to show it off, but this is proof that it was in self-defense. I'm an old man, and sometimes I don't pay enough attention when I should. But the Master II did not have a single weapon on his body. Hold on, it's nothing to get worked up over because I hid the weapon. You hid it! I'm sorry, but as you know, a murder is a murder, even if it's in self-defense. And I couldn't let it become public, seeing as how I am an ambassador. This is the weapon you seek, my special bonsai trimming shears. Oh, it's covered in blood. He was trembling quite badly during our struggle, but that's when he grabbed the shears that were sitting in my office and attacked. So you see, it was an act of self-defense. Is he right, Mr. Edgeworth? Since he has both the wound and the weapon that caused it, it's enough to declare it so. Okay. No way! Oh, which reminds me, I guess there is still one more accusation I need to resolve. Smuggling and counterfeiting. Unfortunately, all of that is my secretary's doing. I had no knowledge it was going on. Stop spewing nonsense. You're trying to throw my investigation under the bus in your desperation. If you want to get real honest, everything in this case can be connected to you. It's a murder of Dimas II for studying self-defense. In my trials, no man escapes his crime alive. Perhaps so, if you were my opponent in court. However, there is one very important fact that I think you may have forgotten. And what is that? It's that he's just stood there playing with his fucking nipple. Oh my god, this is really disturbing. This is really disturbing. That's what you mean. Extraterritoriality. What a fucking word. Extraterritoriality. That's a 9-syllable word. Holy shit. 9 fucking syllables. Jesus. This game is psychopathic. That's right. This embassy sits on what is effectively Alabastian soil. So any trial that's to be held will be held in Alabast. Therefore, the crime I just admitted to will never be tried in your courts. Agent Lang, what is Interpol's stance on this? Agents investigate, that's our job. The judgment of people who would have confessed to their crime, that's the court's job. Ugh. And I've already confessed to all of my crimes, Agent Lang. Furthermore, by the very nature of my position, I have full extraterritorial rights. These rights are effective even on your country's soil. Therefore, no matter where a crime may take place, I will never stand trial in one of your courts. That arrogance and your expression, that's nothing like the face of someone who's ready to accept the consequences. Don't tell me you have your own country's judicial system eating right out of your hands. These crimes you all speak so seriously of. To me, this has all been nothing more than a game. You may chase me out of this embassy with your accusations, but it's no big deal. Alabast has numerous other embassies in other countries around the world. All you would to accomplish is you would change the backdrop of our little game. These 2 layers of protection that extraterritoriality provides him. This is why he is one of those who cannot be brought to court. You see now, don't you? I live in a whole different world than you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go and fetch your eviction papers. Oh, he's not even trying to hide it anymore. Ah, is there nothing we can do? Okay. Right, well. Well, I'm not very happy about this. I'm not happy about this at all, chat. Okay. I can't believe it, sir. Extraterritoriality. No, there's no way Gumshoe can pronounce that word. There is no way Gumshoe can pronounce extraterritoriality. Alright? You cannot lead me to believe that Detective Richard Gumshoe can pronounce a 9-syllable word. There's suspension of disbelief. And then there's disbelief being bent over and absolutely taken to Browntown. It's just not happening. It's just not happening! Yes, and there is nothing we can really do about that. In the end, we didn't have enough authority to bring him to justice. I can't believe even though we know he's the boss, we can't lay a finger on him. Oh, 1 second, let me finish this drink off. I know. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, sorry to skip out on you. I've got some business to take care of. If we can't even give an evil guy like him a slap on the wrist, then what the heck were laws created for? What good are they? If the law can't help us, then I'll go to the Atagarasu and take care of this myself. Don't you dare. Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, that was a bit too harsh. I know how you feel, sir. We tried to take on an ambassador after all. And he did tell us earlier to get out of theatre. This is kind of their country, I guess. But I feel like I've been slapped across the face for just doing my job. What am I going to do? Should I retreat for now and formulate a better plan of attack? No. Come on, everyone, we can't give up yet. Okay. How about you think about something for a sec? We've never let up for even a second. As long as we don't stop investigating, we might find the rotten treasure hidden here. She's right. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You're right, Kay. Very well. Let us reopen the investigation and see what we find. Come on, Kay. Right behind you. Okay, then I'll go check out Babal a bit more, sir. And I have something that I need to investigate further in Alabast. Okay. Now then, before I gather any more information, I should do a bit of housekeeping. Passion Flowers data erased from my organizer. Okay. Ambassador Olber seemed agitated over something. Okay. I wonder why. There are two special circumstances that surround the ambassador. First, the embassy itself has extraterritorial rights. If something happens on Alabastian soil, we are unable to legally prosecute him. Cool, sounds like embassy, the perfect place to steal whatever you want. And Murder Damas II run a smuggling operation and make counterfeit bills, apparently. But I thought all the counterfeiting was done by Mr. Gochin and Babal. Yes, he apparently used the embassy's coupon printing press to do it. Okay. But it's the same story over there anyway. Babal also has extraterritorial rights. Stop making me say that word! Which brings me to my next point. The ambassador's extraterritorial rights. I'm gonna fucking scream. I'm gonna scream, Hades. I'm just gonna shit and fart and piss and come and die and yell and scream if I have to say extraterritorial one more fucking time. Those rights are effective even in our own country. Really? No matter what happens, he can never be tried in our courts. He retains some very special rights indeed. Basically, no matter what wrongs he may commit, we can't bring him to trial here. So I guess we really don't stand a chance, do we? We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. No, you little rascal. How dare you? How dare you do this to me in my own chat? How could you do this to me? Ugh. We might stand a chance if we can somehow nullify either one of his special rights. Did my health refill? Hold on. Did my health actually refill? I didn't see if it did. I mean, I guess it probably has done. Let me check. No, it didn't! What the hell? Flowers were sent by a variety of people and businesses to celebrate the Goodwill event. Even the Steel Samurai received some flowers from the ambassadors. There are so many bouquets here, it's like a wedding ceremony. I believe the flowers for these are for a slightly different reason. What do you mean? This event was supposed to be like a wedding between Alabasta and Babal, right? Actually, I believe they're more in a state of divorce. Okay then, this event was supposed to be their remarriage ceremony. I suppose you could call it that. It's a backdrop they used in the Steel Samurai stage show today. I love the climax of that show. Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. That was the first time I'd seen that special move. But, well, the German Ninja stage show climax was much better, of course. Oh, is that a fact? That scene where he sang for Princess Bisola and gave her those hair sticks? I could totally feel the love there in my heart. Perhaps the German Ninja is just more popular with female audiences. What if he was the jam-making ninja? What then? This was taken just before the two ambassadors gave their bouquets to the Steel Samurai. Wait, is it just my imagination? Or is there something in this picture that I've seen before? Hold on. Hang on. There's a piece missing. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Look, that's... Hang on. Most curious. That has to be relevant somehow. I'm just looking at my evidence to see if there's anything that makes it immediately relevant. I don't think there is. Wait! It's the knife! It's the fucking knife! The handle on this knife was made to be removable. The killer tried to make this look like a Barbalese knife by switching the two handles, which means there must be some reason behind that action. There is a striking flower ornament on the handle of this knife. Compared to the Barbalese knife's handle, this larger one gives Alabas more presence. That's the knife! That's the fucking knife! It appears to be a bouquet of Persian cyclamens and roses. Wow, you even know the exact species! I never would have figured you for an expert on flowers. It's all because of those flowers the old lady sends me every month. Just look at me, I sound like some sort of botanist. So, what exactly is this yellow flower here? That one? I'm not sure. What? You don't know? As far as I can recall, I've never seen a flower like this before. But I feel as though I've seen this shape somewhere before. Yeah, we fucking have. It's the knife. Yeah! Eureka!
Eureka!
Babal's national symbol is the butterfly, and Alabas is the flower. It would appear that someone is employing the old hide a tree in a forest trick. What are you mumbling to yourself about? Wait, what? The handle on this knife? Ah! Yes, it's the handle that was supposed to be on the blade that killed Mr. Cochin. The weapon that killed him was carried through the Theatrum Neutralis, in the very bouquet Ambassador Alba was carrying. Well, well, well. Oh, the flower motif. It looks like one of the flower petals is missing. Oh, and take a look at the weapon itself. Wait. Yes. Okay, I see it now. I understand. I understand now. Then the knife in this photo is most definitely the same as the murder weapon. Okay. Mr. Poleno has a really great smile, don't you think? I bet he was really happy they were going to become Cadopia again. Perhaps. But instead, he became the greatest victim in today's case. An ambassador like him was always thinking of his country is really to be admired. Yeah, although this happened, I hope they'll be able to reunite the country someday. I hope so as well, but for that to happen, we need to solve this case first. We need to see to it that those who would harm the new Cadopia are locked away. And we will! Okay. There's that troublemaker standing there smack in the centre making two peace signs. Wow, the Steel Samurai stands out even more than the two ambassadors in this picture. Oh hey, the person playing Steel Samurai is one of your friends, right? No, I have no idea who he is. Wait, but you just said he. You knew which gender he was, so you must know him, right? I beg that you please refrain from talking about that person with me ever again. Okay. I can't believe he was pretending to be a harmless old grandpa. Talk about deceptive. I don't suppose anyone expected him to change that drastically. I bet he's thinking something evil behind that cheery smile. Okay, please try to remain calm and focused on the here and now. Yeah, you're right. Sorry I got all worked up there. Well, the only way we're going to be able to steal the truth is if we keep on investigating. Hold on, what's going on here? Okay. Right. I think we've gotten everything we can off of that. These flowers were sent by Global Studios. It might be, yeah. Global Studios. That's where they filmed the Steel Samurai television show. They've been producing hit after hit recently, so the studio is being remodeled. Oh, I read about that in the papers the other day. That mascot there's also getting a facelift too, right? What's his name? You mean Mrs. Monkey? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. You really have a great memory. Ha! Never underestimate my powers of recollection. Save scum some logic? Alright, we'll do that. Right, okay. So. I don't know. None of these feel like they fit together. Let's have another look through here. Just see if there's anything else. You say keep Alba for last? Alright. I'm just going to have another look around here and just see if there is anything else that we can investigate. Otherwise, I think you're right. Alright, we'll try it. Oh, okay. We know that the counterfeit bills were printed using the embassy's press. But the necessary materials, such as the Barbalese ink and paper, must have been hidden in a secure location. But what do you think would have happened if the renovation had begun? Well, he probably had to find a better hiding place to get rid of it all. Right, so we can assume that the renovation was the cause of the place and bills disposal. And the reason Mr. Coachman was killed is the ringleader of the smuggling operation. Based on what we know, who do you think was the one with the most to gain? Well, I think it was Alba. It's the one person who has been erasing all evidence of the smuggling operation. From both embassies, the co-conspirator who was mopping up, Ambassador Alba. Ambassador Alba had a very strong motive to kill Manny Cochin. Okay. I'm going to say scum this bit as well. It seems obvious. It seems so obvious, but I've been debated into obvious things before. Right? Ah, okay. The cause of Ambassador Alba's agitation, the rotten treasure we may find, and the motive for killing Mr. Cochin. Miss Yu said it herself that she didn't kill anyone tonight. If we were to take her words at face value, then the reason for the ambassador's nervousness can only be one thing. He didn't want us to discover the real circumstance under which Mr. Cochin was killed. Then, you mean Ambassador Alba's the real killer? But I thought the two of them were friends. Maybe they were, but what if Mr. Cochin was the one who first betrayed their friendship? Oh, I get it. Wasn't Mr. Cochin pushing really hard for Mr. Polano to be ambassador after the reunification? Yes, and that was the real reason why I wanted to steal Alba's Primitive statue. So Mr. Cochin hired Dimas II to go steal it for him. But when Ambassador Alba found out what he was up to, he killed Mr. Cochin. It is definitely a possibility at this point. Those two really were thinking of no one but themselves. The question now is, how do you do it? Ambassador Alba was in Alabast. Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babal, right? Right, and that is what we must solve next. Okay. I believe we now understand why Ambassador Alba was so nervous and agitated. It must have something to do with where Mr. Cochin was killed. A place where the Alabastian ambassador was likely to meet the Babali's Mr. Cochin. The place where Ambassador Alba happened to have committed the murder is... Hold on. The only place that he could have done it where he would have been likely to meet him is in the Theatrum Neutralis. Interesting. I think it has to be right.
Take that!
The only place that makes sense is here, at the Theatrum Neutralis. What? Here? The Goodwill event was being held here today, correct? So the only place that the both of them would have been is in here. But if that's the case, then everything changes. This theatre isn't actually Alabastian land. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. What? Nanda? Hold on, give me a second, guys. Something's going on. Nanda. Hold on, give me a moment. What's going on? Okay. So that wipes out one of the extraterritorial rights he has. It makes logical sense, in which case, it is a reason for us to investigate further. So what should we check out? Let's see. I believe we should check the immigration records for both Alabast and Babal post-haste. Babal's records should be easy to obtain, however the problem will be Alabast. I wonder if they would allow us to see their records despite the order to vacate. Oh? I'm already one step ahead of you, Miles Edgeworth. Francisca. I have here the security footage from both Alabaster and Babal. You would do well to take a look at its contents. Okay. You move fast. A Von Karma strives to be perfect in every way. It's not in my nature to keep on retreating like this. I took the liberty of looking over the Babal investigation reports as well. From now on, you will make no excuse to back down or say that we can't solve this case. I'm sorry about earlier. We won't be beaten. Because my cute little subordinate is going to try his very best, isn't he? Ma'am? Ma'am? Did you just call me cute? Did you just call me cute? Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Look! She's the one who fucking said it, Hades, not me! She's the one who said it! Alright? She's the one who said it, not me. She's the one who said it. Hasn't she patronized me enough already for a lifetime? So this video contains footage from Alabaster immigration screening area. I really hope there's something in it that we can use. Well, let's find out. Do. Okay. Okay. Which minute's footage should I examine? Let's go for 522. I can't believe how completely fooled I was by the way he carried himself. He had me fooled too. According to the files I sent for earlier, Ambassador Alba was a Cordobian hero. He saves the royal family from danger countless times. So what bothers me is why would a man like that create a smuggling ring? Even with all the authority I have, I still haven't been able to figure out why. It sounds like the Ambassador was a hero who was corrupted by evil. But no matter what happens in the past, we can't let the man he is now escape justice. Okay. Let's see what changes. Very curious. Hold on. I'm trying to see if there's any fundamental differences that I can spot. On the outside, he may look like the Steel Samurai, but on the inside, it's just Larry. Other than the fact that it's that good for nothing, nothing else seems out of order. Wait, you know as well as I that anything can happen if he's involved. You're not suggesting that someone else could be under that mask, are you? No, I don't think that. Just before he entered here, he gave me an autograph, so I'm certain it's Larry under there. Okay. What about the baby? Doesn't something about this lumped shape strike you as odd? Huh? Isn't it supposed to be this shape? No, there is clearly something odd about the bulge. It's Phoenix! Edgeworth's noticing Phoenix's bulge. Ooh. If only we had the push card itself, we could compare and confirm my hunch. My hunch. My lovely Edgeworth lumps. Check them out. Look, Hades. 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 Have you not seen the title of the stream? Pointing our way to the truth and then topping Phoenix. That's the Edgeworth way. Alright? The bulge is unnatural. We don't have the thing. We don't have the thing. Hold on. I'm far too easy to amuse with such lowbrow humor. Yes, I am. Next, let us check the footage from Babal's security camera. I hope it shows us something good. Okay. Phooey, there wasn't a single sign of a suspicious person or anything. That right there is the contradiction. Huh? Did I miss something? You didn't miss anything. Because there was nothing to miss. However, what is missing is the image of Mr. Cochin entering his own country. But what's his body found in Babal? It would appear that the true face of our final puzzle has finally revealed itself. Oh yeah. That's it. Stick that extra health up my ass like a suppository. Ambassador Alba. I thought I'd ask for you and your group to vacate the premises, Mr. Edgeworth. Actually, I thought I should let you know that this theatre sits on my country's soil. You've had your fun, and I've enjoyed our little game. I dare say that you've even achieved a new high score. However, once you've recorded a score, that same game can never be replayed again. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Your game is done, and it's game over. No.
Objection!
Where do you think you're going at this time of night? After admitting to my crime, I was overcome with regret. So I'm heading to the airport now to return home. I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Why does he talk like a gamer? So basically, like, you know those, like, 11-year-old gooners on 4chan? He's one of them. There are still too many issues we need to discuss with you. You can't stop me, Mr. Edgeworth, and you know it. Ugh. Oh? Please, may I have a little bit of your time, Ambassador? He's 70 years old. Why is he making so many game metaphors? Well, I think he is the 4chan. Ambassador Polano. Even just a teeny tiny bit is fine with me. The already strained relationship between our countries is in a precarious situation, you know. Very well. If you insist. I will play just one more round with them and see what they want. Not that they'll get any farther. Ambassador Polano. Mr. Edgeworth. All I wish for is the normalization of relationships between our two countries. But there is one person standing in the way of that dream. Believe in you. You'll do us right. Thank you for your vote of confidence. I really like Ambassador Polano. Like, he comes across as a bit of a simpering fool at times, but he's actually got a fucking core of iron. Hey, Cyber, how you doing? Welcome in. What have you missed? So, Ambassador Albert has revealed himself to be the big fuck. We're currently trying to take him down. And he's trying to kick us out of the country, but Ambassador Sideburns is like, I'm gonna help you guys out, because I'm real nice and I got sweet-ass sideburns. Now then, what was it you wanted to ask me about? I do have a flight to catch after all. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to limit you to just one question. Polano's exactly the nice guy he appears to be. I don't think he is. And I don't mean that he's not a nice guy. The nice guy he appears to be is a simpering fool. But every so often, he shows that he's got like a core of steel in there. Like, he hides it quite well. But then when it comes out, it really comes out. So I think I see the point you're making. I think that there's a bit more nuance to it than that. But yeah, I mean, he's cool. He's cool. This motherfucker, though, keeps on playing with his nipples, and that makes me very uncomfortable. Like, I'm really tempted to go to the UN embassy and just, like, sue this guy for Sekihara. That's more than enough, because I only have one question anyway. I want to hear your alibi about how you couldn't have killed many Cochin. Oh, I see. You seem to have a good hand this time around. This should be fun. This really is the very last chance we have to bring him down. Wait, Hades, is this the end of the case? Are we in the last portion of the case now? Oh boy, I didn't expect that. Alright. Like, are we at the ass end of this case now, or is there like another section? I won't allow even an atom-sized contradiction to slip through. It's nothing but a marathon of testimony. Alright, let's fucking do this thing. Frankly, I still don't understand why I'm being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Coach and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabas the whole time. So it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babal. That is my alibi. So that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babal. Now that we cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move out of my way.
Hold it!
I said hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only got one question. You did. But you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well. I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors. You are forbidden to lose. Of course, that is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't he? Yes, I believe so. The goal of the first category was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader. My father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on. Through me. So that's why we've got to catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Okay. Oh yeah, we've got the exciting music. We've got the exciting music. Okay. Right. Let's do this thing. So let me check this. Let me check our evidence real quick. Okay. I should probably press on everything.
Hold it!
Being the leader of the smuggling ring while taking on the duties of an ambassadorship, don't you think the combination is more than enough reason for suspicion? Then there is the matter with the crossbows and the propagate statue.
Objection!
Whoa! All of that is nothing more than your flights of fancy. What do you mean by that? He's got his own objection. Oh, fuck.
Hold it!
It's not a hypothesis. Earlier, we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that to one side for now. Because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh? So you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even if that's how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you'd take me seriously. No, I'm sorry. I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well, a game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now, let's see you disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. Okay. What motive would he have had? Do we have anything that could prove a motive? Do we have anything that could prove motive at this point? Maybe we should press on this point.
Hold it!
Are you serious that just because you were partners that you had no motive to kill? I'm only following your hypothetical scenario to its logical conclusion. Looks like he's not going to admit it himself that he was in league with Mr. Cochin. I suppose not, but I do know his relation to the smuggling ring and to Mr. Cochin. You mean he's the ringleader and Mr. Cochin was his subordinate, right? Correct, but I do know more than just that. Miss Von Karma, I'm sure you remember the safe in Mr. Cochin's office, correct? Yes. The safe had 2 compartments to it, didn't it? Yes, and why do you think those stolen goods were being stored in Mr. Cochin's office? Could it be because he was trying to cheat Ambassador Alba behind his back? So Mr. Cochin didn't turn the goods over, but decided instead to keep them for himself. I suppose that's possible. It seems to me that both men were only concerned with their own wealth and well-being. Then that means that maybe they didn't have a trusting relationship after all. What Ambassador Alba had to gain? I believe that is his motive for killing Mr. Cochin. What are you people whispering about amongst yourselves over there? I'm sorry to have kept you waiting. Now then, let's continue with your testimony. Okay. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? Okay.
Hold it!
Hold it! And what exactly did you do while you were in Alabast? I had a meeting with the Steel Samurai, and then I arranged a few files. Around that time, that thief was sneaking in took me by surprise.
Objection!
Are you saying that it was Damastus that made the first move? Yes, and it was after I was attacked that I hit him on the head with the permanent statue. Unfortunately, he died from the blow, but it was an act of justified self-defense.
Objection!
Calling it that doesn't cover up what you really did. Cover up? No, my boy, I'm not covering up anything. I'm telling the truth. You weren't planning to admit it, which is why you tried to frame the Steel Samurai. If you weren't an ambassador, I'd be letting my whip fly loose on you right now. I'm terribly sorry I didn't clean up the body better, but I'm a busy man. I had a speech to give in the Rose Garden after that, you know.
Objection!
Yet despite that, you still had time to kill Mr. Cochin, didn't
Objection!
you? Man is evil, and I'm sure you are familiar with the facts, but Mr. Cochin was killed in Babal when I was all the way in Alabast. I think we need to present something on this statement. The bulge is unnatural.
Hold it!
You insist that it's not possible for you to have killed Mr. Cochin in Babal. And you are correct. Oh, I thought you would put up a bit more of a fight, but if you must concede to me. The only thing I am conceding is that it is not possible for you to kill him in Babal. I am not conceding that your alibi is the truth. Oh, I see. However, no matter how you try, know that you can't crush my alibi. You would be wise not to underestimate a prosecutor of this country. Huh, we'll see about that. So, Mr. Cochin was a friend of Ambassador Alba. If that's true, then why did the ambassador kill him? It's not like in the case of my father where he ordered someone to do it. The problem we have here is we don't know what the exact relationship was. Indeed, if they had complete trust in each other, then there is no motive for murder. However, both men were very selfish, and I believe that is from where his motive arose. Okay, so you've looked up a walkthrough, you have no idea how I'm supposed to guess what I need to present. Okay, let me save then, and let me see if I can cook this. Let me see if I can cook this. I have, like, doubts that I will, but I'm going to try anyway. So give me a second. Okay, right. Both men were very selfish. The part about them being selfish is important. Particularly as he's an ambassador. He would gladly order things to put his country ahead regardless of cost. An important word you picked here is orders and give orders. Ah. So, the trump card. Because the trump card has the orders on it, right? Am I cooking there? Not that one. Okay. The only other... Maybe this one? This is the only other order I can see. Am I cooking? Or am I, like, burning the soup? Am I burning the soup, Hades? Have I burnt it? Is it on fire? Is the soup on fire? It's what Cochin ordered. The counterfeit bills. Cochin ordered the bills, did he not? Or the actual counterfeit plates? It's a counterfeit plate used to make counterfeit Shengfa bills. It's incredibly detailed and even includes a phoenix taking off into the sky. With plates as finely crafted as these, it's no wonder the fakes are so hard to spot. I'm burning it. Shit. Oh, wow. Someone else got killed because of the order that we need to present. So, the order that we need to present, someone else got killed because of it. Is that the tape? The tape? Someone else got killed because of the order. Oh, wait. This one. The note from Damask II. Wow, that is fucking obscure. Are we there? Okay. Let's save and let's try it. According to the walkthrough. Let's try it. Okay, fair enough. If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochin betrayed you. But you had your own reason too, namely you wanted to pin the smuggling all on him. Evil begets evil, because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this mess. Oh. I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in moving my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of Alabat's primitive statue. By killing him and pushing all of the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him. Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive or a thought alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you will excuse me... Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Ah! Ambassador Alba, if you could please give us just a little bit more of your time. It doesn't matter what kind of man he was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to figure out the real cause of his death. That is something for Babal to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Ha! Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paleno. I'm very sorry, but it seems that now even my voice falls on deaf ears. There is no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paleno. We must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Oh? Hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yasagrouse's legacy will live on through me. Yes, but how do you suggest we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognise this? No, why should I recognise that tattered old organiser? Wait, where have I seen that before? That's a clue my father, Bern Faraday, left for us. Did you say Bern Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG8 incident. The one in which he wrote about the Yatagarasu's key. Uh-oh. Yes, this organizer belongs to the prosecutor you had Miss Yu killed 7 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it's related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are. That sort of trickery won't work on me. If you don't believe me, then take a look at this. Oh? And what is that toy there? That's... This thievery device was used by the Yatagarasu, or rather, my father. Oh yeah, there's suddenly wind that only blows on her. Alright. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into this embassy. What? These two pieces of evidence hold information the Yatagarasu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabast, right behind you. Little girl, get to the point! I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. Yasagarasu, ever the thought in my side? Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Ah, then it was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Badfan go to waste. Plus, just the existence of the little thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay, I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay. When the going gets tough, somebody's got to be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite so feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all, barring a person like me? Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the power of Ambassador Paleno's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me go to waste. Okay. Is this it? We save. The last time I met with Mr. Coach was here at the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabast the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Coach again after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man. Yes, but no matter. We can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you, though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions, you will be punished. Oh, for fuck's sake. So any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence, understood? Of course. I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Coach was killed before he returned to Babal. In which case, there is only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. Okay. 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 Oh. The last time I met with him was in the Theatrum Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabast the rest of the times I stated earlier. Okay. In any case, I didn't see him again after that. Okay, this is tough. Do I need to press on something, Hades? We don't need to press. We just need to present evidence. Okay. There is no time span in which I could have killed him. Wouldn't you agree? This feels like the one I need to present on. And I think we need to present the... I think either the security footage or the push cart. I think one of these two. Am I cooking or am I burning? Have I cooked it or have I burnt it? Oh boy. I feel like I've burnt it again. Since I saved no harm in trying, you know what? Good point. Save Scum Kaiose comes to the rescue once again.
Objection!
It's not that. Okay. It's not that. There's no time span in which I could have killed him. Hold on. I'm sure it's this one.
Objection!
No, it's not these. It's not these. Okay, so I've completely missed whatever point the game's trying to lead me to. Which is nothing unusual, really. This is another really weird one. Okay. Help me out then. Help me out then, Hades. What am I missing? What am I missing? Show me the way. What we need to prove is that he had to come back to the theatrum at some point. So I didn't see him again after that? He had to come back to the theatrum. How do I do that? Because like this shows that they were in the theatrum, but it doesn't give us any indication on time. Like it's reasonable for him to have been in the theater at this time, right? Oh, what? I don't understand. Check the history log. I'll see how far it goes. Sure. I know Mr. Coach was killed before he returned to Babal. He was killed, so he's killed before he returned to Babal. This is actually hurting my brain. Because to me, there's no time span in which he could have killed him. Well, actually, yeah, the security footage kind of, to my view, shows that there is, but... I can't work this one out. This feels like a random bullshit go moment. Like, I can't... No logical pathway is leading me to an answer here. Or at least no sort of logic that my brain runs on. Do you tell... Yeah, just give me the answer, because I can't work this one out at all. I can't work this one out. Like, this one is just like... I can't reach an answer. First statement commemorative photo? Wait, really? How does that make any... See, I would never have gotten to that. Because the commemorative photo is the one piece of evidence that says he reasonably would have been here. You know, it... How does this make any sense? I'll try it, but...
Objection!
Good grief. Ah, Ara's building a bookshelf for their dad. Nice. Bookshelves are based. I'd like for you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, all right. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. Oh, so we're basically saying that he had the knife in the bouquet. But at the same time, it's like the way the statement was built was not leading to this at all. I see you recognize it as well you should, for it was you who brought it to this theatre. You hid it in among the flowers you were to give to the Steel Samurai. Meaning that you killed Manny Cochin here at the theatre. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
We're not through yet.
Objection!
It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. Urgh. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. That's right. This man is an ambassador, and he has extraterritorial rights. Fuck off with that word. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cur. Ooh. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. Urgh. The court. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end? Oh! Agent Lang! Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no, it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So, Mr. Alba, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Oh. Lang Shi says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters in the Imperial Household of the Kingdom of Alabast. Took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial Household? You! What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as ambassador, Mr. Alba. What? 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 Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape to thank for this. The video that Yasugarasu protected. You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. Huh! In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated the descendant of the founder of detainment philosophy, Lang Shi. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world. It really paid off. Oh. It can't be. I don't believe this. Ambassadorship has been revoked. Wait, why is he looking all, like, beaten down now? Looks like you're finally coming to grips with your new standing. Woohoo! Looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. Huh. What a shame. I had so wanted to use my VIP on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. No, you're not. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Alba. Oh, no, he's angry again.
Objection!
No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us? So what if I'm no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. Huh, I expected no less from you, the boss of the smuggler. Well, the rest up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Coachin in the theatre. But even if it's true that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theatre. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it right. Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in Babal? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Oh, preposterous.
Objection!
I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Alba, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. Is it going to be techno time? No? Okay. I killed Mr. Coachin in the theatre using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theatre. Anyone could take the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Coachin's body was discovered in Babal, right? There is no way for me to have transported his body from the theatre to Babal. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender to you? Yes. You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, put this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything. I know, and I will give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he's just another witness. Yes, just another witness. Oh. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. Get him good. Wow, they're all very angry. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Okay. Right. Evidence to the testimony. So I guess that we are... Okay. I think we've got the obvious answer here. We've gone from extremely obtuse to extremely obvious.
Objection!
We've gone from the most obtuse presentations in this series to one of the easiest. Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theatre. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just letting you know that we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. Oh, in that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart. It's the only thing it could be.
Take that!
What is the meaning of showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Coachin's body. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess! But I wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now it is but a hypothesis, however. If you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Oh, it's Gumfuck! Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Ba-ba-da. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Ba-ba-da dun dun. Gummy! Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open-air stage area. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with. I thought I'd follow my gut and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to case? Yes, it just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabast. Where exactly in the open-air stage area did you find this pushcart? I found it just lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh? Well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yes, sir. It's blood. This must be Mr. Cochin's blood, which only goes to prove that Mr. Cochin's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. Uh-oh. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Cochin at this theatre and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you.
Objection!
I forced him to move the body into Alabast. What nonsense. Why would I bother to do such a thing?
Objection!
You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babal. However, what if you move the body to Alabast? Everyone gets to shine on this case? Yeah. I mean, for all that it's been, like, kind of weird in places, it's very baller. Like, this is a very good case overall, despite my minor annoyances with certain threads of logic, shall we call them? Because it was your embassy and you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence. And then you smuggled it out of Alabast. No! If I can show you how you move the body from Alabast to Babal, then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Alabast. Mars Edgeworth, how have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point. Which means there is no questions that can't be answered, right? The primitive statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air. So why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. Okay. After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai shaking hands. Then just as I was about to start my speech, the Yatagarasu appeared. I feared for the national treasure, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yes, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you've left out a few things. Such as the murder of the Master Second. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. Ah, those trifling matters. You gotta go, Hades? No worries, you take care, and hopefully I will see you soon. Let's see if I can finish this off unassisted. This is gonna be fun. Cyber, feel free to sub in and, like, provide guidance. I won't object. A little hand-holding. I do so hate to waste time. You didn't get this far in the game? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, you know what? That's fine. I know that you're going to be as in the dark as I am in that case. We'll struggle through this together. Is not every life precious? Do you really need me to answer that for you?
Objection!
Wow. People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you'd better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, isn't he? Yes, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you like. Okay. Okay. I have an idea. So he's raced back to his office, fearing for the national treasures. Now, found at the open air stage, looks like a guitar pick. We know that this has come off of the knife. So we're trying to prove, like... Must be a logic... Shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Are we allowed to press again? I think we might be, actually. Let's try it.
Hold it!
So why was it only the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time, and the doctors recommended that she rest. Wow, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how it feels. Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? Huh. He didn't need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 50 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech.
Hold it!
Hold it! That Yasugarasu was a trick that you had set up. A most amusing joke. And how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arrange the spotlights in the Rose Garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yasugarasu's shadow. Oh, that is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. You, what's it going to take for you to fess up to anything? Hold on. Very well, let's move on to a different question. After the Yasugarasu had appeared, what was the state of the Rose Garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I have held the effort. And then, once everyone was inside, well...
Hold it!
And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this, however. Upon my return, I had the stroke of bad luck and bumped into Mask Man.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Damask II. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the primitive statue he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about unlucky man. Being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. Miss Von Karma's really letting her whip fly now. Ah! I think the scary part's her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. Ugh. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he's actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here? Mars Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Babal? Sir! Mr. Edgeworth! Even have to prove it so much. Is he gonna get away with it? Ugh. Is this the end? No, surely not. Oh, who's this? Appears we made it just in time. Oh, it's Larry! It'd be a great honour if you'd allow us to be your allies in battle. Evil magistrate, it's time for you to pay! It's the Steel Samurai! No, you're mistaken, for I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man in Neo Old Tokyo. And this is Pink Princess Mummy. Edgy Poo! No! The two people I wanted to see the least. Larry, what are you two doing here? We're show your gratitude, Edgy. Just want to help yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single thrust of my samurai spear. Go away. How can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? All three of us go to the yard, and this is how you treat us. Well, isn't this grand? And I see so much to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey! Is it just me or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Just give me a second, guys. I just want to check something. Turnabout ablaze parts. Just need to have a look and see like what the total duration of this case is. So, hold on. Okay, I think. Yeah, we're at the end of the case now. We've got like a couple of bits left to go. Alright, fine. Fine, that's cool, that's cool. I found him in the bar, mate. He was in the middle of the pool. Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said. Huh? Oh, it appears that we made it. Not that far back. Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babal. And he found it in a pool. I don't recall there being one in Babal. Oh, that! Well, I was in Alabas the whole time. So I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babal. I thought I'd lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid could swim now. Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. But I found him in...
Hold it!
That's enough, Larry. I did say last time that I thought there might be like a connecting tunnel between the two pools. Between the pool and wherever else goes. The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between the two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries. The keys to the route the Iron Infant took to travel from Alabas to Babal is... bilateral symmetry. Ah, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir? There's a location I wish you to examine post-haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Cochin's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine. Like there. Surely.
Take that!
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. Because that's where the stage is, isn't it? It's too late. It doesn't matter what you do. It's all a waste of time. You will stay here with us. And wait. This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. There's a reservoir here, just like in the Rose Garden. Just as I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other, which means that there is also a pool at the corresponding location on the Barbalese side. Well, Mr. Cochin's body was moved into Babal through the pool in Alabas. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof if you have any. The Iron Infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool. It was the Barbalese one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. I knew it. The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected.
Objection!
And where is your proof that the two sides are connected?
Objection!
The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned Iron Infant. This blasted doll! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey, don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even if he is just a doll, he had managed to help foil the villain. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely the body just happened to have passed on through to Babal. This guy's a doll and he's small, so I can believe it made it, but he has a point. Yes, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang. Why is he helping Mr. Alba out now? He's not. He realized the flaw in my argument. He's helping to move the logic along. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing, Mr. Coach's body was found in his office in Babal. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open-air stage? Mr. Alba had an accomplice in Babal, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office. He's right. Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. Hold on a minute. There we go. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. Ugh. What was happening in the embassy around the time Miss Sheena was in Babal? Oh, if only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Get rid of the water? Aha, that's it. Now, I believe this time we are really done, right?
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Alba. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you thought of a way to move the body through the water? Move the body through the water? That's completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me. The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Excuse me. Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water allowing the body to be moved.
Take that!
Tonight, the Yasugarasu set fire to a variety of locations in the Babalese embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border.
Objection!
So what? The water level went down, the reservoirs were connected. Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call it a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that you would notice. Hey, Mr. Alba, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know, those pools are extremely deep. There are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls? There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down the pool at will. Oh, looks like you got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Miss Sheena and the body were able to rise up to ground level, if there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so that the body of Miss Sheena could move up and down in the pool. The fountain spouts.
Take that!
Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in a manner of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? How so? The water level in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Miss Sheena and the body were lifted up by their buoyancy in water. The fire on the Barbalisa and the firefighting effort. These were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Cochin's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance in preparation of things to come. Then, he took the pushcart that was brought to the Rose Garden and pushed it, along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Cochin's body, into the pool. At this time, Miss Shino was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babal. She then made for the open-air stage's pool to wait for the firefighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipe between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabast into Babal. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. And the water level rose up to its original level, along with Miss Shinar and the body. Well, after that, Miss Shinar used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There is an elevator in the embassy, after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Cochin's body. And that wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. Oh, okay. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back.
Objection!
You accuse me of moving the body across country lines. When you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What does that old man want now? Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yes, proof. Without any, who's to say whether or not any of what you said really happened? He wants proof. What are we going to do, Mr. Edgeworth? There is no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. This is where the fucking guitar pick thing comes in. We've held on to this motherfucking thing for so long, and I knew it was going to be relevant. I knew it was going to come in handy at some point. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what proved that the pools were the smuggling route. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babal's open air stage area.
Take that!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on the Barbalese side will be your undoing. A guitar pick. Would you care to explain how that is going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but this is not a guitar pick. What? This is something I found at the open-air stage which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it since you took a photo with it, after all. But since you don't, allow me to show you what this is a fragment from the stage area belongs to. The knife.
Take that!
Let us take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin. On the handle of this knife there is a beautifully blooming flower. However, it appears that it's missing a single petal. Now, let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick in that open slot. It's a perfect fit! I assume the petal must have fallen off the flower during Mr. Cochin's murder. And then it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Mr. Cochin's body.
Objection!
That's an interesting story, nothing more.
Objection!
Oh, I assure you it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yes, and the only place it could have gotten wet from is the open-air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did a part of the weapon which was smuggled into the theatre wind up in the open-air stage area on the Barbalese side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Garden's pool on through into Babal. This music is so fucking baller. Impossible! The people of Shangfa have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home we'll be there soon. You should be happy. Hi! I was bouncing to the beat of Dino Dance? Fuck yeah. Why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning, when you took your first life. No matter how you may plot or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see to it that justice is served to people like you.
Objection!
You can't call what you've given a perfect argument. You know, I don't think this guy's going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Mr. Edgeworth. Because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with are people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kinds of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually. You're right. In that case, I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This is it. This really will be the end of the line. To be continued! Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on, what? Wait. How much longer is there left to go? Because, like... hang on, let me have a look. Oh, come on. Surely not. I hate to do this, guys. But I am at the end of my endurance. My throat is fucked. Like, I don't know if you can hear, but I'm struggling to speak a bit at the minute. So, we're going to have to leave it there and come back to this for one last go. Let's pull over here. Oh, I was so sure we were going to finish it tonight. Hey, how you doing, by the way? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm afraid you've come right at the end. My throat is gone. So, what we'll probably do then is, like... hang on. Let me pull off of that. Yeah, I'm going to have to come back to this another time and finish it in one final stream, I think. So, we'll get to that next week, alright? Okay. So, just running through the next couple of days. Tomorrow we have Fields of Mystria. Sunday is Tectonica. I have penciled in Metroid Ancient Chozo for Monday. So we're starting on a new ROM hack, Ancient Chozo. I've had a bit of a look into it and it looks very pretty indeed. Wednesday we're playing Oakwood. And the rest of the week I've not really planned out yet. So it's probably going to be Tomb Raider, and then Ace Attorney Investigations, and then Mystery Tectonica. You know the drill. At some point I want to play Jurassic World Evolution 2 again. I've just got this hankering for dinosaurs lately. I've just got a fucking hankering for dinosaurs, and I don't know why. Anyway, I'm going to go and get some throat sweets, because my throat is bollocksed. I'm sorry to cut it at the wrong time there, because like I really wanted to try and push on and finish this case tonight, but... I can't risk the damage to my throat, and I can feel it starting to hurt quite a bit. So I'm going to go. I will see you guys tomorrow, all being well. You look after yourselves. I will hopefully see you soon. In the meantime, take care. Cheers for the hangs again. I'll see you soon.